English sentence pattern. If we would like to check any sentences in any text, please try to check. Take all the sentences or some sentences or one sentence. So you may take one sentence, few sentences, or all sentences in any text. You may take from Google, you may take from text of English of, for SMA students, for example, high school students, junior high school students, elementary school students, yeah, from elementary to high school, even in universities, or even from doctoral program, yeah, postgraduate and doctoral program, yeah. Please take some or take any text there. It can also be a product or research, maybe in library, yeah, research written by students of doctoral program, for example. Okay, please take one sentence, some sentences, or even all sentences in the thesis, for example, or dissertation. What I would like to ask you, yeah, I would like to say that is it right that any sentences that you take from any sources, from Google or any uh, research writing or writing of research, please take it and prove that any sentences that you take from any sources are based on certain patterns, yeah, certain English sentence pattern. And here I would like to say that at least there are three sentence patterns in English sentences. First, it's the pattern is related to existential, existence. I mean keberadaan. Check in any text. Maybe a text may contain this pattern, or a text may not contain this pattern. Yeah. For easy example, for example, from introduction, you may say, There are 3 people in my home. There are 2 good bicycles in my home. There are 3 rooms in my house. There are 5 cats in my house. There is nice garden behind my house. There is a little problem in my home, in my family. There is some milk in the bottle. Even if the to be in the form of future, for example, there will be a guest tomorrow. There will be a solution to this problem. Also, in the present perfect, for example, there has been a new servant in my home. There has been solution to the problem. All the sentences I mentioned just now are based on patterns there to be noun. Let's check. There are 2 cats in my house, for example. There, then are is to be, cats is a noun. So there to be nouns means ada. Ada 3 kucing di rumahku. Kucing, teh, gula, sepeda are nouns. Yeah. The use of are or is depends on the form of noun, singular or countable or uncountable. If you like to say ada sedikit gula, because gula is uncountable, so you just say there is some sugar. But if you like to say ada beberapa orang, because orang is countable, dapat itu, so you just say there are some people. There are 3 students in the class. There are some new books. The books are not new. Books is a noun. New is adjective. There are some new interesting books in the library. What about will be? Will be is to be too. So we just say when you would like to say akan ada guru baru di sekolah kita. So there, not there is, but there will be. There will be new teachers in our schools. Akan ada solusi terhadap masalah itu. There will be solution to the problem. Akan selalu ada hal baru. There will always be new things. What about telah ada? There has been solution to the problem. There has been new servant in my house. There has been a good activity for new students. Telah ada aktivitas baru. Jadi sama-sama to be. Ya. Are, is, will be, has been. Ya. Even you may say in Indonesian, mungkin ada masalah di rumahnya. Mungkin ada masalah di rumahnya. So we just use can be, and we use as a formula or the pattern, there can be. There can be a problem in his home. And what about when we would like to say harus ada? There must be. There must be solution to the problem. There must be new things in our rooms. There must be pleasant activity in our organization, for example. So, there to be none is the main pattern, ya, to say existent, untuk mengatakan keberadaan. And you may check again, or you may have any text, yeah, and then check. The pattern can be based on subject to be complement. For example, if you find sentence, he is a brilliant student. They are teachers. The house is big. The cat is in the kitchen. My mother is in Jakarta. He has been in hospital for 5 days. They will be here tomorrow. What about all this, or the sentences I've just mentioned? What patterns used? Okay, the patterns used are subject to be complement. My father is businessman. My father is Spider-Man. That is subject to be complement. The complement can be in the form of noun. Businessman, Spider-Man, doctor. This is my house. This is to be, is to be. This subject is to be, and my house is complement in the form of noun. Yeah. He is brilliant. The complement is in the form of adjective. He is in Jakarta. In Jakarta is the complement in the form of adverb of place. Today is nice day. Today is my birthday. As a noun. What about the sentence, my hobby is singing? Do the sentences have the same pattern? Yes, it has the same pattern. Yeah, the same pattern. My hobby, subject, is to be. Singing is complement in the form of gerund. Gerund, yeah? Not gerund like animal having four legs. Thank you. Okay, let's continue again. Okay, let's continue. As I said before, I said just now that his hobby is reading. Does this sentence have the same pattern with the sentence, my father is a driver, or he is nice, or his father is in Jakarta? Yeah, good. The sentence, my hobby is reading, his hobby is climbing mountain, has the same. The sentence has the same pattern. Why? Because let us check that my hobby is a subject, is a to be, reading, singing, swimming, climbing mountain, writing novel. Those are complements in the form of gerund. So my hobby is reading doesn't mean that hobi saya sedang membaca, no, but hobi saya adalah. So in the pattern there to be noun, yeah, principally those sentences using that pattern means, or the main meaning is ada. There are two books in the table. Ada dua buku di meja. There is problem in my family. Ada masalah di keluargaku, for example. But the pattern using subject to be complement usually means, or the main point is the to be. It may mean adalah. He is a good boy. Dia adalah anak yang baik. Yeah. He is a rich man in my village. Dia adalah. In some more sentences, the word to be or is may not have meaning. Just it's a copulative. Copulative means harus muncul tapi tidak punya arti sering-seringnya begitu. For example, he is a doctor. You may say in Indonesia dia dokter. But in Indonesia, dia dokter. In English should be he is a doctor. The next pattern, subject, verb, yeah, principally, yeah. These patterns, yeah, tell us activity. Yeah, different from subject to be complement. It has no activity. Dear doctor is a doctor. Dear sehat is in good condition. Hobinya mancing. His hobby is fishing. No activity. But in the sentence, he goes to bed at 9 p.m. Yeah, there is activity. He swims on Mondays. The activity is swim, and it depends on the tense or the time used or the time of the event. If present, for example, yeah, just say he drinks coffee every morning. They drink coffee every morning. The use of suffix s because it it is in the present tense. If we would say in the past, just use the past form for the activity. He swam yesterday. He caught me yesterday. He drank coffee yesterday. He wrote this letter few days ago. He came to my house this morning. So it depends on the tense. He is reading newspaper now. So again, verb here shows us the activity, and the complete verb here shows us the time of activity. So this sentence principally has pattern subject verb. What about object? Yeah, it is also possible when the verb is transitive. Transitive verb means verb that needs objects. For example, I called him yesterday. Him is the object. I had her. Her is the object. It depends. So there are at least three patterns of sentence that you have learned today. I hope you can use it to improve your English. Do not forget, if it is good, you may like, subscribe, and of course you may share. And I also need your comment, yeah, for this video, yeah, to better my next video, or uh, to be to make me have a good or better video next time. Thank you.